If you've always dreamed of a beautiful garden, but you live in rented accommodation, don't despair. Here's my guide to making the most of the space you have. Before you start adding things to your garden, ask your landlord if you can give any walls or fences a quick lick of paint. It really does make a difference. The next thing you need to consider are your pots. Make sure they're portable. You need to be able to take them with you. For example, it's not real stone, it's terrazzo, it's incredibly light. This isn't real lead, this isn't real terracotta. In fact, it's all a bit of a cheat. Everything looks sturdy and permanent, which is important for the garden, but you can take it with you at the end of the day. Once you've chosen your pots, you need to decide what to put in them. I like to start by focusing on evergreen screening plants which give a garden that sense of permanence, a lush, tranquil feel. Good plants to choose are plants which are trained on a frame that will be evergreen all year round. If you've got a sunny spot, something like a ceanothus is an excellent choice. There are spring flowering and autumn flowering versions which will add a splash of blue to your evergreen backdrop. If you've got a bit more shade, you might want to consider something like a garrya or even an ivy. If you choose a variegated ivy like this one, it will add a bit of lightness to a dark, shady corner. The other problem people often have is covering up eyesores on other people's property where they're not allowed to train anything directly against the wall. In this case, you need to think of a really big screening plant that's going to cover up the eyesore. Photinia red robin is an excellent plant for this. It's really quick growing, so it's not too expensive to buy on a really large scale. And it has these beautiful red foliage in the spring, which makes a difference from the rest of the glossy green foliage you're going to have kicking about. Once you've got your glossy evergreen background in place, you can start adding a splash of colour. This is where annuals are incredibly useful. Just a couple of pounds on a packet of seeds, sow those, and in only maybe 6 to 8 weeks you'll have beautiful flowers, and they'll go on and on all summer long. These cosmos are great and they come in a range of colours. But there's also things like nigella, love in a mist, nasturtium, all sorts of wonderful plants which are quick to grow and will flower all summer long. If you're feeling a bit more lazy, you can get some great seed mixes now. This one here is a very short wildflower mix, so it won't get too tall. You can also get some great packets which are based on a colour theme. So if you want to tie something in to your cushions or to a particular pot that you've picked a particular colour, go for one of these colour mixes. This one's blues and creams, so literally sew the packet, it'll do all the planning for you. When it comes to choosing furniture, you want to pick something which folds up flat so it's easy for storage and for transport. Something like these folding wooden chairs are ideal. You don't want to be picking something bulky like rattan, or you'll have to hire a van just to move the furniture. Ultimately, it's all about picking something you like. Sculpture and accessories are your chance to add a bit of fun to the garden. They're the things that add a bit of pop and sparkle. You can go for something traditional like these stone fruit, or you can go for something like this outdoor clock so you know what time it is to get the pins on. So you can see exactly what I've done here. I've taken this bare space and I've transformed it with some inexpensive pots and screening plants into a beautiful garden space. It's the same principle no matter the size of the garden, whether you're dealing with a balcony, a courtyard, or something even bigger. When you're finished and you move house, you can pack it all up and take it all with you.